Hey everybody, this is Mary. I am the founder of Cirdia, and I am here coming to you not quite live from Zoom this week to give our Tech Tuesday updates. So we'll probably show a couple of the things that I'm talking about throughout this quick video, but basically we're starting this new series where once a month on Tuesday, we're going to give a video, and then every other Tuesday throughout the month, we're going to put little posts up about what's going on. But the video ones are going to be a little bit more in depth. They'll be coming straight from me, let you know what's going on in our product development. And where we have other video footage of, some of our work that's happening in hardware, design, UI, that sort of stuff, we'll add that in just to give you pictures and a sense of the journey along the way. So this week, a couple things, different things going on. One, I don't know if we announced it. It may have been in one of the emails that had gone out, but we've put in orders for a bunch of our casing prototypes. So for the first time, we've been doing a lot of different industrial design, doing our basically plastic versions of our casing. And this is just to see, how does it connect to bands? How does it fit? How does it feel when it's on a wrist? We've been doing some of that. We moved up from doing them in our own spaces because we have 3D printers to ordering higher quality versions of them in resin, checking them out with different mechanisms for connecting to bands and bracelets. And so that's been going on for a little while. But this last week, we put in an order to really kind of up the game. And we've got our first CNC, which means it's the metal. It's our first aluminum casing that we're getting done to make sure that in the aluminum form, it also works perfectly with all the band design and connections that we're trying to do. So big progress there, a lot of fun. It'll be something to show in the coming weeks. And in the meantime, we've done a couple other things. One is we've done a couple of tests about how our charging station is going to work. So our charging station has to be able to hold both the day device and the night device. And one of the things is that we've got it set up to have charging pins, just like you do with any other sort of device, but because we have multiple devices that are going to connect into the charging stand, we've got to make sure it works across different shapes and sizes. So that's a lot of fun. We put some magnets in those. I think we've got some video to show about that. Yeah, you can see it kind of pulling in. We've got the contour using the bracelet that I usually wear. This is my favorite bracelet, probably one that we'll include and make available when people can order, because it's just super comfortable bracelet and it fits really nicely. So this is the bracelet kind of connecting in and how it will kind of sit on the charger, which is super cool. In other areas of our tech, because we've got a hardware team, we've got mechanicals team. Well, the hardware team is working on all the electronic components. They've been testing it, and what we've got is basically all the components on the PCB giving data down. Our app is pulling all the data in. We're testing our algorithms on the app. We're writing algorithms in the open source, which is super cool. And, as questions come in on these videos, I will for sure answer them. So if anything that I say is a little too techy for some folks, it's okay. Ask questions. I love, 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 love explaining tech to everybody. I think that it's one of those things where it's like you can kind of get a little bit of the behind the scenes when you understand the lingo, and it's not always easy. So I get that. But anyway, we do have one issue that's going on, and this has been a little bit of an ongoing thing. One of our core commitments is a device that's super small. I will not wear a large device. And so I'm kind of like that. No, it has to be, only this big, but it still has to be high quality. And that's really critical for me. So we've got a great display that is this right size to fit on our design device, but getting that to function perfectly with all the others and making our displays show, that's the one area that we're still kind of bumping up against and struggling with. But this is normal. This is what it looks like when it's working, kind of hardware challenges. We're in the mix of that with our vendors and working to sort out how to get all the electronics on that last bit on the display component going. But what's really cool is that we're moving in some other ways, right? So I said we have app developers going as well and designers for the UX. So we're moving into some really new testing on our UX design in the coming weeks. So if you have joined our Cirdia Inner Circle, then you'll be one of the people that we reach out to and see if we can schedule some focus groups to walk through our own onboarding process, some of the questions we're asking, how they make people think. Anyway, it's super exciting. This is where we are right now. And I look forward to hearing what people think about all of this and what things you want to know more about, what things you want to know less about. So keep on giving us feedback. To everybody who's taking the surveys, it's just such great information, helping us understand what you know, what you're comfortable with, and what you really want. Because this is, if you haven't seen this before, Cirdia is a public benefit corporation. We want to build for the people who are participating in our ecosystem. We consider everybody a stakeholder. And so if you're signed up on our email list, you are one of our stakeholders. We're building for you. So we really look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much. See you next time.